पिछले ना ऐसे में क्या होता है तो वो तो अच्छा होना चाहिए मेरे को भाई ये बोल रहा हूँ मैं तो नॉट मेरी परमानेंट है कि तुम लोग
हो गया
ऐसा ही हो गया
मैं किधर बोल रहा हूँ
Good afternoon. All right. I think one of you is new. I'll call you out the names. Let me know who you are the new. I'll call out the names. What is your name?
Nisha.
Nishad. Okay. Kaushik, who's Kaushik? And the other one? Yeah. Sorry. Wangme. Okay. And then you all? Virag. So Virag, I think your name is not mentioned. Will you please write that down? Okay. Hold on, my person 14. Just give me a minute. Ouch. It happens. You make mistakes, right? I'm not used to this setup, so it's okay. All right. I think man taught you certain lessons, correct? What came in your schedule? What came in your schedule? And
Sign. First grammar.
First one to grammar.
Ma'am.
we started lesson.
Yeah, we started lesson for grammar. I'll take grammar after this. Lessons we this one will be a break from the lesson. Okay,
Ma'am, last one grammar here.
That's what I said. We shall start with the lesson, and then when it becomes too much, we shall shift to grammar. Right?
So we lesson.
We lesson. Okay. Why are we sitting there enter the black white only? Oh, the AC please. Done over, write it in fast and pass it forward. Okay. We are going to do sound of music. Okay. Hello, in your class, do you have any differently abled children? You have?
Not broad this.
No, not this. Let's not talk about this. Before we start the lesson, let me know. Let's talk about somebody who's differently able. You know what is differently able? Special needs children. You know that, right? Yes. Definitely your school will be happy. Even if it's not in your class, there must be somebody who's there. Think, or you have somebody in your society who is differently able. Think. There? One or one?
Not disabled, but
he maybe have ADHD or something.
no,
Right?
we have
But you have an idea, right?
in my old school I've seen like in the previous school I've seen disabled.
Yes, disabled people. Have you ever wondered how they manage, how they do? You know, we having perfectly like able things, like we have hands, legs, eyesight, everything we have. But you know, there are certain things which we are lacking in, correct? We like, for example, studies. When I talk about studies, each of you have different capabilities. Yes, all of you will not get 90s, all of you will not get 100 out of 100. Yes, correct? So, what about these kids? Have you ever seen? I actually don't have this video. I'll make sure I'm getting some. No, this little there's a person, Nick. His name is Nick. He doesn't have hands and legs, but still he remains very positive. Still, what makes him positive? What makes you positive? What is like a willpower and willing to fight? That I am going to fight. I'm not going to give up in any circumstances. Have you ever met somebody who really, like, being really down? I'm talking about a normal person. I'm not talking differently able person. I'm talking about a normal person. You're basically very down. What pulls you up? And I just gave you the answer. By mistake, I didn't give you the answer. What pulls you up?
Positivity.
Positivity, good.
Motivation.
Motivation, good.
Activity.
Not for me, it's
Mindful.
Good.
Hobbies.
Mindful.
Doing your hobbies.
Yes. Your hobbies, good. Good.
Hobbies.
See, something which lifts you up, correct? And when you are in a situation where, especially now you must have changed schools since you changed, to change school. Remember how uncomfortable it is to get into a new school?
Yes.
And like there are so many eyes judging you. What kept you motivated?
I thought that in the first day I will not meet so many new friends, but after time it will be normal and I will have friends which will get me around.
That scary part, right? You the first day you enter a school, first day you enter a class, you don't know who's going to be your friend. Is there shuffling happens and this one happens, correct? And then you don't know who's going to land up in your class, whether you will tolerate that person, not tolerate that person. But what happens is our willpower. Yes, our willpower and positivity. Now this, when you're talking about this particular sound of music, Evelyn's life, like initially she was just a normal child. Very normal child, perfect hearing, perfect everything. But slowly there was a nerve damage. There was nerve damage, and because of that, she became totally deaf.
At 11.
Yeah, when she was 11 years old, she became totally deaf. But she loved music. When we say hobbies, we love music, we love your art, correct? It helps you when you're, especially when you're upset, you love to draw, correct? When you're upset, you always go to that one thing which will give you peace, right? And this person, Evelyn, she was told again and again that you cannot. Now, can you imagine a deaf person who can play thousand musical instruments? She played 1,000 musical instruments. And this is her story. This is what the sound of music, what you're going to do is her story. There are two parts of the story. One is Bismillah, this one Shehnayi, Usmillah Khan, and one is you are talking about Evan. Now these two people are like their life is such an inspiration. Like they love for art, they love for not giving up. And that's the inspiration. This is what the sound of music is all about. Like it's about art. Anything related to art which you are so positive of, you shouldn't give up. Especially if you have the talent. And she refused to give up. So now, if you remember, all right, have you ever close your eyes in the dark? Remember when in the night time it happens that you have to if I want to go to the washroom, there's no light around. See how you try, and you're in your maybe cousin's house or maybe some hotel. You know how dark it is, how they when the every light is out 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the night. Have you ever tried? What do? You first put out your hands, search the wall to see that you don't fall and stumble. Now imagine the same thing. This lady has lost her hearing. How can she hear music? How do you think she could hear music? To play so many instruments, you have to be musically inclined, right? You have to be able to hear the tune. You have to be able to hear the lyrics, correct? So how do you think? How did she manage to do top her school? She got into a prestigious college and she topped. She came in merit. She was the number one merit first, correct? How do you think she managed it? She was a normal human being. How did she manage it?
Learning.
How did she learn? She's deaf. For music, you require to listen. Practice, yes.
And notes.
Sorry?
Learning the notes.
Learning the notes. How will you learn the notes? You can't hear the notes.
That device, I think.
Hearing aid, okay. But what if she didn't have a hearing aid?
a friend will
How will a friend help her when you can't hear anything?
on my writing.
By writing them in music, how to write? Okay, I just want to do one experiment. You have your tables, right? Please keep your hands on your tables. Okay? And I just want you with one hand stable, straight stable, and the other hand I want you to okay, that is music. So what is happening to your hand? One hand stable, One hand don't move, and with one hand you're playing. Forget about this hand. In this hand, what you can play?
Vibrations.
Vibrations, and that's the very way she learned music. She learned to absorb music in her body. The very vibration, from the vibration, she learned how to play different kinds of instruments, and she played 1,000 instruments. So understood?
But how she plays xylophone?
Yeah.
Xylophone.
Give me that list.
Yeah.
I had kept this on.
Oh, I said
See, sorry.
how she plays xylophone?
Xylophone also getting vibrations.
Xylophone, what is xylophone? Exactly.
Ask me what is xylophone.
What is a xylophone? I also don't know.
I can't imagine the picture.
Yes.
And what is xylophone?
और इधर से बजाते हैं तो वहाँ तो वाइब्रेशन होता है
Ah, this is it.
And like a direct backward.
Sorry? No, that is Chennai. That is different. You're looking xylophone is a long time
Yes.
guitar thing. It is held on your shoulder and you play. You still feel the vibrations. What about drums? You can feel the vibrations. What about flute? She could play the flute also. So instead of listening through ears, she listened through her senses. And how difficult it is, and how she learned, and she became the #1 musician. She got an award. She played, and you know what? She out for free. She used to play in hospitals, so that other people enjoy music too. Not only for herself, they did for others also. The same both, whether it's Bismillah Khan or whether it is Evelyn. She played also, but she did charity too. That is life. Okay, let's come back to. Well, I have finished the road not taken and the fun, huh? The fun we had. So the sound of music will start. So every Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Speaks a lot, no? Listens to sound without hearing it. Now I give an example how she listens to sound. Correct? So like it's very true. God may have taken a hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. What happened?
Book not brought.
You didn't bring your book. You have to share with him. Book. Share. What? Come here. You share with him. You have a book, right? Then you come here, please. He didn't bring a book. You go to.
मेरा खाना वाना भी हाँ
No tearing business. I don't like tearing business. The sound of music. And why did you bring your textbook?
I thought it is moments.
Okay.
It was written moments.
Okay. It was written moments and I in this one.
नहीं माँ
Moments is a
मम्मी chapter was like be sound of
Okay. Rush, this one. So, as I said, she listened with her senses, and that's why she could learn what she wanted to achieve. The same way, you will also have to find a particular thing which will help you learn. Sometimes we learn by the music, sometimes you can draw and make a calligraphy where you make an answer, write an answer formula and all that. I'm telling you shortcut like so we learn in different ways, right? So that's what one of the things which you can adopt from here is learning in different ways. Sometimes we like music, right? So we can make a song, make a this one. You know, remember how when you were very young, how you learned the name of the planets? Do you remember that sentence? Which sentence was it?
MV.
All have different versions of it. Mine was my very educated mother just taught me 9 planets. You take the first letter of it, you get your 9 planets. But part of the planets is off, but that's the thing. Understood? So that's why we have different ways of learning, and she's learned through her senses. Let's come to the lesson. Rush hour crowds jostled for position on the underground train platform. So where is this starting? The story is starting from? Where is a train platform? So basically, you're setting of the story. So when I'm saying where train and train, where train is, because when you're writing composition, the setting matters, right? So this is the setting of the story, where it started from. The rush hour crowd jostled for position. Rush jostle, if you know, it is really pushing roughly. And if you, have you been through with your Mumbai locals? Have you tried entering the locals?
And like the
Evening time, you know how they're pushing and tugging and you're like ultimately you don't know whether you're going to go inside the movie or you'll be landing up on the platform. You can see in Mumbai locals. Movies also to see that. So basically everybody is like, you know, it's rush hour. Rush hour means the peak hours when the office crowd is either going or coming, correct? And underground train platform, a slight girl looking younger than 17 years was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. So this one is like a very thin girl, very like pale girl, okay? And like you know, she's very excited because she's going to begin a new journey in her life. So she's very excited and she can feel the vibration of the train approaching, you know, a new day. It happens, you know, when you're waiting for your birthday. Something good to happen, you are excited, right? So she's excited because she's starting a new life, right? It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London and daunting enough for any teacher fresh from Scottish farm. Now, if you're from a village and you're coming to a city, especially a prestigious college, won't you feel like frightened, scared? So that's what daunting is. Like, because they literally, she's got an admission, she's going to get admission in this Royal Music Royal Academy of Music, and which is really scared and frightened because it's something like two things. One is she's from the village, the second thing. You're not here. And she's taking admission in the college, music college. But this aspiring musician played a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So first of all, you're a teenager. You have entered your teenage years, right? Now you're 9, 10 years old, and in the 9, 10 years, was the feeling I've grown up and all that, and I'm the bhaiyas and they are the bachas, you know, 6, 7. Have you seen that attitude as something? Yes, no? So imagine that you're a teenager, then you're entering something new, so you're scared also if something is going to happen and all that. And secondly, the major challenge is she's profoundly deaf. That means she's completely deaf. She can't hear anything. Evelyn Gary loss of hearing had been gradual. Gradual means, let it be, after the video. Gradual means slow. Okay, it's one slow process. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. Okay, that's when you know mother notices very fast. Correct? A child's mother, your mother also will notice very fast when you have done something wrong.
It's either I have done something wrong or something bad is happening.
Bad is happening and your mood is off. Not your mother will recognize. So she recognized how she recognized this teacher was calling her name and Evelyn was not responding. Okay, that's why she noticed that something is wrong. She was 8-year-old at that particular time when she noticed that Evelyn has a problem. Okay. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. So the mother realized she didn't hear her name. Because the teacher was calling her and this child didn't hear her name. Says Isabel Glennie. That's the name of the mother. Isabel Glennie is the name of the teacher. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard the mother. Okay. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from her friends and teachers. You know, any child, especially an 8-year child, won't like the other people to know that you're going deaf, right? So she tried to hide it. You know how you are a child, you try to hide some some problem which you are facing. You may not outrightly tell me that this child did it. So she tried to hide it from teachers and friends. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. Her marks went totally down. Okay, because see, if you can't hear what a teacher is teaching you, you will not be able to understand. If you are not being able to understand, will you be able to write your exam? Even if you're writing, if people are writing in order, but first you have to understand. Without understanding, you will not know, right? You cannot learn, and that's why your marks deteriorated, became less and less. Okay. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of a gradual nerve damage. So why did she lose her hearing? For what reason?
No, damn.
Correct. Her nerve was damaged. You have nerves in your ears and that got damaged. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. So they wanted her to go out of this normal school and go to a school for the deaf. Okay. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. So when Evelyn was told that you have to go to a school for the deaf, she's a normal child. She was brought up till at least 11. She was brought up as a normal child, and suddenly an 11-year-old is told that you have to go to a school for a deaf. Would you like it? You will become very down, depressed, correct? Because you will not be able to get over that. That's why she said everything turned black. So she became very sad, she became very depressed because there was no positivity in her life. Correct? But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. So she had a very strong willpower. She said, no, I will not give up. I love music and I will not give up music, even though I'm deaf. Okay. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and see your xylophone is here.
A musical.
Xylophone is like tang 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 when a child
Oh.
that one. That one. When you were a child you had a xylophone and decided she wanted to play it too. So she noticed this girl playing a xylophone and she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes, very important. This is the person who didn't, there's always going to be a person who will not give up on you. Okay. And this person, Ron Forbes, spotted her potential. He saw that she was very talented. When you spot a potential is when you're very talented and a teacher knows that you're very talented. So other teachers said, no, you can't do this. You cannot pursue music as your career and all that. You cannot go ahead in music because you're deaf. So, but Ron, he noticed that she had this potential. Ron Forbes noticed. And he began by tuning two large drums or two different notes. So you know how you tune your drums, right? There are those keys in the corners and you tune your drums. So what he did, he took two drums. Okay, and in that he tuned it in such a way, one drum he tuned it in another, this one, musical note which will have, and the other one it was softer. So one hard, one soft. Why? Because then what will happen when he's tuning two different drums to two different tones? What will happen? Vibration would be different, correct? Vibration would be different and she will be able to feel it, correct? So that's what happened. He says, don't listen with your ears. He says, don't listen with your ears. And try to sense it in some other way. So he didn't tell her how to sense it. He said, you try to figure out what are you playing on the drum. Understood? So when you bang the drum, you will have to figure out how to listen to the drum. What tune is playing or what the vibration is. Not vibration, because he didn't use the word vibration. He said you just have to feel the music. He didn't give her any clue. Says Evelyn, suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from waist down. So what he had tuned it in different tunes, correct? So when the higher drum was there, that means the higher beat, and the higher beat of the drum, so she could feel it waist up, and the softer beat from waist down, so she could actually feel music. Forbes repeated the exercise and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. How amazing it is. If you just close your eyes and imagine you can feel the flute. You can feel the different melodious flute. You can feel drums, notes in different parts of your body. How amazing it was. Because of that very ability, Evelyn was able to play thousands instruments. I learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. That was one way she learned to identify music. But that was, if you don't work hard, if you don't practice, you will never achieve that result what you want. Correct? So that's what, and she never gave up. She had this determination that she had strong will, and I'm not going to give up. So she worked hard, she had this full determination, and she made sure that she learns the different musical instruments. Okay, she never looked back from that point onwards. So once she learned to recognize the different notes, she could feel the different, the fingertips, she can feel something. Okay, have you noticed on the road when we go, when you somebody's driving and you're sitting, have you noticed the vibration which travels from the vehicle ground on the road and comes to your body? Where do you feel it first? Where do you feel that vibration first? No. Road, no. You feel it on your foot. If you remember to feel that. Remember when the vibration is there, the vehicle, then only slowly travels up at your seat. Foot is high, it's part of your leg, but I went first to feel it in the foot. Different parts of your body. Understood? That's it. So she never picked back. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to play music, to make music her life. So 16, she decided her career that I'm going to pursue my career only in music, and she had done like just now Nick Jonas is on his tour, right? That way. So she with that. With young kids, youths are your 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, right? They are with them. She went on different musical tours, like how Nick Jonas done. That's very popular in United Kingdom. If you see the bands, they always travel, especially even the choir. Even if you're in a choir, you do go and perform in different places. Okay. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music. So we are coming back to the setting where she was. Correct? This was talking about her life before that. Now we are coming back to setting. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. So see her achievement. She gradually moved from the orchestral work to solo performances. So she first, orchestra, you know what is an orchestra, right? Different musicians are there and they play different musical instruments. From there, she graduated and she became a solo performer. She performed alone. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. So she was so talented that her music really gained recognition and she was able to gain a lot of awards, win a lot of awards. There are so many, when you talk about so many artists, only certain artists succeed, right? There are many artists, right? Like for example, let's take a Bollywood industry. If I take a Bollywood industry, why is Salman Khan more successful than maybe Hrithik Roshan?
Personality.
Personality? Is it personality? Only personality? Performance? Good.
Shows.
Shows?
Because
Okay, that means maybe like he's in like in front of public eye. Correct? Because he's publicity. Correct? But is it when you talk about talent also?
he can sing.
Yeah, we can see. See, hard work, perseverance. Hrithik Roshan, if he does, he is a perfectionist, so he will do few. But Salman Khan is a crowd pleaser, correct? People like adore Salman Khan. Who's your favorite actor, by the way? This actor? Anybody actor? No, you don't have any favorite actor? Very good, sensible boy. You all have? Who? Akshay Kumar. Tiger Shroff, yeah. You were the young Tiger Shroff only. What about you? You don't have. Sensible. You admire the talent, I say. Yeah, but good. But then, like you see, Tiger Shroff, when I talk about, he works extremely hard, right? He puts in hard work only, then he can succeed in life, right? What if Tiger Shroff didn't make his body and just relied on his hairstyle and dance moves? But in order to learn those dance moves, if you see what you are seeing, you see how hard he works. So every artist, even though they have talent, they have to work hard in order to sharpen their talent. Right? So that's why when she started with musical orchestra, then once she started gaining confidence and all that, then she went for a solo performance. She became a solo performer. And that's why one of her various awards also because of her hard work. Correct? For all of this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. She never felt like she was doing something heroic. She was doing something out of the box. She never felt that. If you work hard and know where you're going, you will get there. That's why you should always have an aim. See, her aim was to be a topmost musician, and she aimed it and she achieved it. Right? So that's what she said. You have to work hard and you should know where you're going, what you want to do, and how to get to that particular place. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and a hectic international schedule. So she became the topmost, and people really wanted her to perform. So that's why sought after. That means people wanted to hear her, to listen to her performance, and that's why that is sought after. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn perform so effortlessly without hearing. You know, when you watch her play the way her fingers move, it's like as if she is not doing any work. You know, like it's like how you call, without any effort. She's playing those music, and people were amazed because people knew that she was deaf. So when a person plays, you're really amazed, right, by the talent. To our discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. And like, you know, this person is interviewing her, and then she says, these people always give me trouble because they want to dissect whatever I have done and how I have done it and what. So this is men with bushy, so she's cracking a joke. This is men with bushy beards, you know, bushy beards, who don't shave at all and they have that long hair. She laughed. It is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. So he says, like, you know, when you're asking a question, it's like, you know, when a person is deaf, basically they keep their eyes onto the lips. Why? Lip reading, correct? So, but she said, I don't want to look at the face in this one. It is always something eyes. Eyes speaks a lot of volume, correct? When you're sad, your eyes automatically will look down. If you're happy, you automatically will sparkle, correct? She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lit. Why does she speak flawlessly? That means without speaking. Like, you know, have you ever heard a deaf person speak?
Yes.
How?
But they don't usually speak after they lose their hearing.
Correct. But then how do they speak? If you have ever heard a deaf person speak?
Sign
Where they
language.
speak like a normal this one?
Speak sign language.
Sign language, yes, correct. They use sign language. But if you heard a deaf person speak, Helen Keller, have you read about Helen Keller? You know? So how did Helen Keller? She had this broken kind of language, right? Why did Evelyn didn't have that? Why did Evelyn didn't have that? Think, it's in your book, just now we read it. Why did Evelyn didn't have that? Evelyn spoke like how I am speaking to you. Evelyn spoke like that because she was Scottish, so she had this Scottish, like, you know, accent. What you talk about? Why did Evelyn have? How could Evelyn speak like a normal person like us?
Maybe till 11 years she would.
Correct. You learn language when you are 1 or 2 years old. You learn mama, papa, like that. And 11 years when you can speak normally. Do you think after losing your hearing you'll be able to? You will break it up and speak? You speak like a normal person, and that's what she's telling you.
She had no damage when she was born. Like,
Sorry.
If she was born with no damage, then
It would have been broken. Then because we have not heard it, the sound or anything, correct? Then you would have definitely there are some children who are born deaf who cannot.
what happened to her now?
Their nerve got damaged inside. Sometimes it happens. It happens medically. It happens that sometimes in our body there's kind of a defect which happens, and then because of that, that nerve may be pressed, or there must be some kind of disease on the nerve, and that's how it gets damaged. When we fall sick, when you have meningitis, or when you have something, different kinds of sickness, they have different kinds of effect on your body. Even if you see the outermost of a chicken pox, when you get chicken pox, you have this outer spots, right? All the spots will go, but one particular place, one or two places, you will have the spots throughout your life. Sometimes it happens that inside of a body, so because of certain illnesses,
So there are chances that even normal human being can have no damage on this.
there are chances because if you have major illness, then normally
Major illness like what?
major illness has a major illness.
Like diabetes.
Diabetes, so definitely your kidney, everything is going to go if you don't take proper medication, 100%. So that is there. So that's how you're similar to about diabetes. that is what happens. Insulin is not created in your body, right? Insulin has to be provided for now, and because of that, your organs start getting damaged because you require certain rotation, correct, of the blood, and that will affect. And that is the major part of your body.
My mom has a lot of infections. That's why.
No, don't worry, don't this one because doctors are giving a lot of medications now to control all that. So don't worry about that. She going to a proper doctor. So the medications will control all that. And this was not when Evelyn was a child was not diagnosed early. See, anything which is diagnosed early can get immediately remedied. If you're not diagnosed early, it happens now. Where I was? Sorry. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. As I said, she was from Scotland, so that's why she had a Scottish accent. Okay. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. And that's how you know that she could hear. Every answer what I ask, every question what I ask, answers there itself. Okay. Pay attention, beta. Everything is going to be asked from the Gogokoli. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Now here she's done so much. She's learning about instruments. She learned French also and she learned Japanese also, basic Japanese. Now is that Korean one? You know any Korean words? Korean band, BTS.
Yeah. I think Maseo.
Do you watch anime?
Yes.
No.
Yes. And you watch anime?
I'm asking certain questions. So that way she learned French and master basic Japanese. She learned Japanese also language, basic certain things, which how do you do, what is your name? How means
How did she learn like as she was like this able especially and how did she
why is it language or learn? How do you learn language? Is it only by listening? Is it only by listening?
Duolingo.
Reading, writing also helps. How the breakage of words are there, pronunciation is there, that also is written there.
But how?
Plus, as I said, she feels different vibrations, correct? So when you are learning certain languages, also you can feel. You can hear again and again. Hear as in not hearing, she didn't have the hearing, but the vibrations what she felt. Maybe because of that also she must have learned.
but unless you like speak or hold that thing, you can't like probably if there is a word like watching. I can also read it like watching.
What happened?
Or
You
wow.
cannot give it all this time without paying me respect. You have that restless habit of playing with your pen.
So like I can also pronounce it as watching. So how did she learn Japanese when
Because she was interested, she found a way to learn Japanese. That's how if you're interested, nothing is impossible. Understood? And she was determined to never be like a normal person. She was determined that people were not picking her. She was determined that she will be independent and she achieved everything. If you can learn 1,000 instruments, you know what is 1,000 instruments?
Yes.
I hardly name I know. Even if I go to see, I can hardly name a few instruments. Yeah, but for her to use 1,000 instruments, so it's difficult, right? It's impossible.
Instruments are there.
Correct, there are 1,000 instruments. We don't know, we have only certain limited knowledge, but she does know 1,000 instruments. So you can name only 5, maybe 15, around 15 we can learn. But for her, she learned because she went to the music academy, right? And she learned everything. So that is it. Now look at this. As for music, she explains it goes in through every part of my body. That's why I was talking about remember scooter. You can feel the vibration. You start feeling your vibration directly from your foot. You will not feel it over your whole body. It will travel. So she says every part of my body, it tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. Even the hair, even music, she can feel through hair also. Imagine that. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. Because if you play xylophone, you're holding the stick. So the vibration, these bars which are there, and when they vibrate, that vibration travels through the skin.
And so indirectly she has mastered vibration.
Yes. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet up her legs. You notice when you do Kathak also, you will feel you have to remove your, so you cannot do it with your shoes. But if I talk about certain other dances, you have to wear your shoes. Like especially ballroom dances, you have to wear your shoes, your high heels and or your wooden platform shoes. Correct? But for her, whenever she is performing, it's a wooden platform, she removes it because this will not carry this one will not carry that vibrations. And if have you seen your stages, olden day, like previous stages, they were made of wood, right? So that whenever you're performing on that, also you would feel the vibrations. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. What does it mean?
Not so?
Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience.
Her audience is delighted
Because she's deaf and she could play 1,000 instruments. So they are amazed.
she was a master.
Correct. She's master of a trade. That means she plays the musical instruments beautifully, not only deaf. Surprising because they enjoy watching her perform. Okay. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. So this is one of the most prestigious awards in music. So she was awarded that, says master percussionist James Blades. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. It's a beautiful thought, isn't it? If you can feel something, you can express it more beautifully. You know, why Lata Mangeshkar was so you enjoy. Have you ever? You must have heard. "Eh Mere Watan Ke Logo." Although you feel very emotional when she sings that. Do you ever find certain songs?
Yes.
If a Vande Mataram, you have this you feel very patriotic. Why? Because the singer has put that emotion in it. And if I can feel it, when you're upset, how your drawing reads. Very dark, very dark and all that, right? But when you
Even if it is a very good drawing, but I see like it is like the worst drawing.
was drawing and you just want to completely take out all your frustration on the drawing, right? But when you're very happy,
The worst drawing I also I think like it could be improved by
that's what emotion. You can feel it, I can express it better. And that's what her music is why it's so beautiful because she can feel the music through her whole body. And that's why when she expresses it, she impresses the whole audience present there. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful feeling to have? Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. You know what is a workaholic, right? One of your parents must be a workaholic.
Yes, my father.
Your father is a workaholic. Who's a workaholic? Your father. Father. Nobody says mother. Why mother? Mother not workaholic. Mother is from morning to night, 4 days she's working only.
Workaholic means he works all the time, right?
Correct. Works all the time. Especially your mother is the one who's like from morning when she gets up and tiffin ready, shoving you out of the house.
6:30.
Then. So yeah, basically, but yeah, your father is the first thing because you think work as in office and office only, office work and office home. That's what you think. Okay. Every confesses that she is. Yeah.
My father.
So she is workaholic, right? I've just got to work often harder with classical musicians. So she says, you know what, she's a workaholic, but she got a chance to perform with classical musicians. You know why do we go for a training to an expert? Because that person will be able to guide you better, right? And she got a chance to work with classical musicians. But the rewards are enormous. I just got to work often harder with than the classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. So why does she had to work a little more harder than the classical musicians?
Because of the
That's the only reason.
yes.
Because
She
you
wanted-
already know it and she's learning it.
She's learning it. That's why it's not never always because of her deformity. Okay, it's always it may be because she didn't want herself to be looked down upon. Right? Secondly, she was interested in music, so she didn't mind spending so many hours in learning. Right? That's why it's like anytime any subject, if you're really interested in, you have to put a heart and soul in it. Otherwise, it will just bounce over your head.
I spent 10 hours in 1 month.
Yeah. 10 hours. That's too much. You should always take a break. Okay. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Now imagine her hectic schedule. She has a very hectic schedule because she's been booked all over the world. Okay. But even then, she takes out time for prisoners and in the hospitals for the patients because she wants to give. Music has a thing to uplift your mind, uplift your mood, and music does help in recovery also. If you see, even for the prisoners, it helps them. Why do you think prisoners need music? But
Because they're already depressed and
the mind gets diverted. Music helps to calm the mind. Music helps to calm the different thoughts which are there, troublesome thoughts which are there, correct? Music does that. Music has that power. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She trains also. She trains the young upcoming musicians who want to learn music. And Richmond of Bethlehem Fund for Deaf Children says, she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Do you require certain inspirations?
Yes.
We all require them. Because sometimes we do not know who to look to, what to do. And those inspirations are the ones who give us the willpower to fight and to get out of that depression. Right? So this Evelyn is a great inspiration for the deaf children. Because it's sky the limit. What she teaches them is sky is the limit. Nothing can stop them. Evelyn Jenny has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has done marvelous, really she's accomplished artist. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasures to the parents. So, what kind, right? That is done. We finish dancing, finish singing, finish playing. So when I talk about Evelyn, what are the major characteristics which you can write about her? Yes.
hard work and
Okay.
workaholic.
Workaholic. Never gives up.
Motivated.
Motivated.
Harder. Work harder.
Work harder.
Dedicated.
Dedicated.
Capability.
Try
No.
to class
Capability is
for
not a quality.
But you can always
Capable is a
Best
quality.
children.
Capability is not a
Best
quality.
Teach deaf children.
Best children.
Teach deaf children.
Deaf children. But quality I asked.
always have a motive.
Always have a motive. Be passionate about something. Be determined about
Even
it.
if someone is being motivating
You have to push
Push.
forward.
you, push past your limits.
Correct. You have to push your limits. What about you?
Yeah.
हाँ मैंने अपने फ्रेंड्स को मोटिवेशन देते रहता हूँ.
You should. Because that's what. Shall we continue with Bismillah Khan?
No man.
Yeah.
Our next lecture.
No.
Next lesson grammar.
Grammar.
No, ma'am. I am not the book. This
हम
is my
बिस्मिल्लाह खान कर लो.
हाँ, because वही Bismillah Khan कर लेंगे. अच्छा. How old was Evelyn when she was in the Royal Academy of Music?
Okay.
And 5 minutes break is there.
Now, there is 5 minutes.
But still time is there for this paper lesson to get over. 5 minutes is there, and after that 5 minutes break. Chalo. Bolo. How old was Evelyn?
11.
11.
By Royal Music.
17.
17. The first lesson, first chapter, 17 years old. When was the deafness first noticed?
11.
8 years. Ah, the whole story is over and we still wonder who's Evelyn right now. No? When was it confirmed?
11.
11 years. When she was 11 years old. Who helped her to continue with music?
Mother and father.
No, what was his name?
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Mother.
Something different. I have
Huh? Huh?
Evelyn.
Evelyn is a happy person. Who helped her to continue with music?
Not phones.
Yes, Ron Forbes. What did he do and say? The paragraph. See, what did he do and say?
Most of the teachers discourage her, but she is
To feel the music.
To feel the music. I want the dialogue.
don't listen to your words.
Correct.
He would say.
Try to sense it.
To sense it, it's some other way. Says
Yes.
Evelyn.
Indirect speech. We write it indirect speech. We do not write in direct speech. That means Ron said that don't listen to your ears,
Don't listen to your
but
ears.
try to
He would-
sense it.
He would
No.
try to sense it some other way.
That's what. That's fun part of it. Name the various places and causes which Evelyn performs.
What mesh?
Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Chalo.
London. No.
London.
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
US.
Royal.
Huh?
Royal Philharmonic Society.
Oh, see, that's an award.
Oh.
She worked for the
UK.
Asian.
It's in your book.
She played in charity
Yes, she played for charity where?
hospitals.
And
France.
she is an international. Who's going to tell that?
International, yes.
International, yes. International what?
International
Then
musician.
she plays internationally, and then you come to the last page of the chapter. Look at the ninth paragraph.
Ninth paragraph. Hospitals.
Apart from regular concerts, she gives
Free
concerts
concerts
in
in
prisons
prisons.
and hospitals. She teaches young musicians.
Test children.
Teach one
She teaches
This to deaf children.
She's an inspiration to the deaf children. Where is that she teaches to deaf children? Anything we add.
inspiration.
You're becoming a very big inspiration for me right now. Because in the wrong way, in the wrong sense. Okay? How does Evelyn hear music?
By sensing.
Sensing.
That's
Feeling inside her.
That's
Feeling
because I
inside
gave you vibrations, it speaks vibration there.
She feels the music inside her.
Inside her body.
Please look at page number 19, 7th paragraph.
It goes in her every part of her body. It tingles the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my head.
Right. So suddenly we from past tense we became to my. Or her. My, her.
For her.
Ah.
It goes through her every part of her body.
Yes.
It tingles the skin of her,
Yes.
her cheekbones, and even in her hair.
Okay. Then she can feel resonances flowing into her body and vibrations passing through her feet. When are we going to complete that? Why do we see the Should I continue with Sound of Music?
Yes.
Sound of music.
Ma'am, it
Oh, I
is
was
break.
thinking
No,
that
it is break.
Melody.
Yeah, I think finish Sound of
Yes,
Music.
ma'am. No half chapter there.
It's just Biscuit of Khan.
Part 1 and part 2.
Ma'am, it is very short.
It's short, but it's very interesting also because yeah, I love reading about history of your
Okay,
sciences. You didn't bring the. You brought the book. Sorry.
Their book.
I thought you tell me one thing. I want. I'm very curious to know why we borrow is your book in that kind of a packaging. Whose book did you borrow?
We borrow second-hand books.
It's good.
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 Very. But whose book is that?
Isga.
Why?
My friends.
Yeah, I see your friends love studying. Reading his book in that condition.
सब कुछ ऐसे ही है.
Seriously, now it is great because I really don't know.
It's please.
5:7, 5:15.
Ben didn't try it because
But then will ding ring.
think
Ding is the past tense speech use of
मैम इसको
present tense.
जरा सिंपल इंग्लिश सिखा दो मैम.
हो जाता है यार, तेरे से कभी गलती नहीं होती क्या?
नहीं.
हर बार blame करते रहता है.
And ठीक है, give 5 minutes break then we start.
No, you can go.
अच्छा, I have to go out. What you're going to dance and I don't have to see.
हाँ I think मैम से तो पूछ लो.
I'll ask. I'll ask.
आज से तो ब्रेक.
देखो कैसा देना पड़ता है.
क्या ले आया? क्या ले आया?
कुछ नहीं,
पागल है क्या?
नहीं आया।
ग्रामर है ना बात में.
ऐसे ही आया।
ग्रामर होगा ग्रामर.
चल गया।
मैम वो लीव कर लो.
मिल रहा है क्या? मिल रहा है.
तो मेरे को पता ये वाले मतलब क्रेडिट कार्ड निकल के स्वाइप मारे आ नीचे।
ऐसे उस कर.
हाँ मेरे पास है ना।
डेबिट कार्ड बेटर. हाँ ब्रेक है.
देख लो जाओ
है ब्रेक है.
मेरा हेडफोन इधर रहेगा
टीवी पर
ब्रेक है भाई.
लो ना आ जा
हाँ अंकल घंटी क्यों नहीं होती?